Hello, welcome to the video. And today we're going to be discussing about my reaction to the October USMNT roster. So let's begin. Let's start this. Um, so I have to say something. I'm sorry that I haven't been posting as much lately because I have school, sports, work, and everything. And and if you guys know anything about schedules, I know that a lot of people's schedules are hell. Like a lot of them. Like there's literally no space. Like there's no space for like you barely have space for rest, let alone do something that you enjoy. Like for me, which is making videos. So I'm sorry for that. So let's stop wasting time. Let's just get straight into the video. October overview: USMT versus Germany on October 14th, and USMT versus Ghana. Both of those sides are better than anything that CONCACAF has to offer to us. Like Ghana, and like I know a lot of L3 fans are gonna start saying, "Oh, we got Santiago Jimenez." Santiago Jimenez hasn't been able to prove anything outside of the Eredivisie. Uh, he looked terrible in the Europa League he actually had to face actual sides. Like he looked in when he had to play against a real side like Roma, he was invisible and nowhere to see. So basically, Ghana and Germany have actual attackers that can actually punish you. Germany has the likes of Leroy Sané, who can punish you. Although he hasn't been as good as he used to, he can still punish you more than any CONCACAF attacker outside of Alphonso Davies. Um, again, like Germany still have way better midfielders than Hector Herrera. Like Germany has Jamal Musiala, Ghana has Thomas Partey. Both of them are much better than Luis Chavez. Like they can actually do something on the game. So basically what I'm saying over here is like these games are actually going to matter. Like I know we looked amazing in the Nations League, but we're facing two sides which were a lot more below than both Germany and Ghana. Again, this camp is actually going to matter. So yeah, let's get straight to how on the left is going to be what I think on the left is going to be what Gregor Berhalter chose, and the right's going to be what I chose. So yeah, let's start. Goalkeepers are Matt Turner and Ethan Horvath. I would have chosen Matt Turner, Ethan Horvath, and Gabriel Sonina. So just the same, but just adding Gabriel Sonina. But I kind of understand this. It's just two games. Like a tragedy will have to take place for both goalkeepers to get injured on just in 2 weeks. A tragedy had to happen for both us and Nottingham Forest. Again, um, I kind of understand why Greg Berhalter decided to choose over here. Like I understand that choosing Gabriel Sonina because I think it's the Olympic squad. Like I think it's like in a pre-Olympic squad. That's what I'm hearing about. They're facing, I don't know, I forgot who were they facing. I think it was Japan, Mexico U23s. I forgot about it, but I kind of understand what Greg Berhalter decided to choose, so it's kind of understandable. And obviously, Matt Turner is going to be the starter. So yeah, let's get straight into the. I think they were pretty interesting center backs. Greg chose Tim Ream, Chris Richards, Karen Carter Vickers, and Miles Ronson. It's welcoming to see CCV again. He was really good in the World Cup. Um, although he played one game against Iran, he looked amazing. Um, he should have been Tim Ream's partner in the World Cup. Tim Ream, although he hasn't been as good as last year, he's still a competent center back. Chris Richards, again, really good center back. Miles Robinson, I do not know why he's still here, but still, he got chosen, so that's something. Uh, so I would have chosen John Brooks, Tim Ream, Chris Richards, and Mark McKenzie, and here in front of the CCV knows, I would have crossed off. Wait, let me grab this. Okay, okay, put this over here. Voila, Mark McKenzie. Okay, so here in the CCV news again. I didn't think he was going to be ready in time, but supposedly he is right now. So I would have chosen CCV over Mark McKenzie. Like it's a natural decision to make. Again, this center back, I think these four center backs are best center backs John Brooks, I don't know why he's still not selected. Like they have Craig and BJ have used every single excuse in the alphabet, I mean in existence, to literally not choose John Brooks, which still annoys me. It still annoys me, and I do not know why they haven't selected John Brooks yet. But still, I have given up on it. Like we all have thrown in the towel on John Brooks possibly being selected. So now let's go. Fullbacks is Greg decided to choose five fullbacks for just 2 games. You decided to choose two goalkeepers. That's understandable. But you chose five fullbacks. Oh my, oh lord. Okay, so it's Jedi Ronson, Christopher Lund, Sergio Dest, Joe Scally, and DeJuan Jones. And I basically have the same thing, but without DeJuan Jones. Again, why is why is DeJuan Jones on the roster? Like he wasn't anything special during the Gold Cup. He's like 27 right now. I do not know why he's being selected. But again, it's so welcoming to see Christopher Lund on the roster. It's exciting to see, and I misspelled Sergio Dest's name. Oh Lord, I misspelled his name. I forgot the O. I forgot the O. Let me just scratch that over here on both sides. Yeah, I forgot the O. So Leon Dest has had a revival in his career with playing for PSV. He has been looking pretty good. He has been decent in Champions League, so I think he deserves being selected. Joe Scally, I'm still waiting for a breakthrough season for Joe Scally, but again, he's little by little, he's becoming better and better. So at least that's welcome to see. So basically, yeah, that's the fullbacks, midfielders. So basically, I've selected the same amount of midfielders, but without Luca De La Torre. I didn't think Greg would choose over 23 players, but again, I would have probably said, you know what? I'm just gonna put a color that's very easy to see. Okay, okay. I would have chosen Luca De La Torre as well. So again, I forgot to put Luca De La Torre in there. So Gio Reyna, Weston McKennie, Musa Tillman, Johnny Cardoso, Leonard Maloney, and Luca De La Torre make up for a very exciting group of midfielders. Gio Reyna, he is finally coming back to a Greg Berhalter roster after the World Cup, and hopefully things go smoothly this time. Like if I was Greg, I would probably start Gio Reyna for the Germany game, just because I don't know. Maybe for the Ghana game, I'll start Gio Reyna. I haven't figured it out yet, but yeah, basically, I'm happy to see Gio Reyna back again. I feel like when he's there on the field with us, I feel like we are on a different side with him, especially at the 10. Is where he like at the 10 when he like Nations League when Gio Reyna was at the 10, like for both Mexico and Canada, and especially Canada, he was cooking. He was cooking, like a lot of L3 fans were like they were saying like Gio Reyna wasn't gonna do much during the game. He was mid, and I don't know how many things they said. Although like Luis Chavez is the definition of mid. Edson Alvarez, he's above average at best. And who was the other midfielder? I really can't remember. Like Mexico has very shitty midfielders outside of Edson Alvarez. And Gio Reyna basically just cooked. He exposed Edson Alvarez as one during the game. So if that's something that if that just tell you how good Gio Reyna is, I don't know what does. Weston McKennie, he has been very good for Juventus this year. He has been playing as a fullback, which I feel like in sometime soon I'd like to see Weston McKennie at a fullback position. Yunus Musa, he had a really good game with facing Milan the other day. Tillman, he's been looking really good with PSV. He had a really good performance the other week in the Eredivisie, so it's very welcoming to see him. Johnny, he has been looking amazing in Copa Libertadores. I hope he keeps it up. Maloney, he has been looking solid in the Bundesliga, and I feel he has finally earned a spot. Luca De La Torre, Again, still solid as ever. So it's a very, very great group of midfielders to see. Wide forwards. Basically, so it's Christian Pulisic, Brendan Aronson, Tim Well, Kevin Paredes. The only difference I have is that I have Luka Kolyosho. Basically, in a conference, Greg Berhalter said that he has conversations with Luka Kolyosho, and it's looking pretty good right now. That's what I'm hearing from Greg Berhalter. If he manages to pull this off, I feel like we have a really, really we have a decent shot at having a semifinal run in the World Cup, because I remember during the World Cup in Qatar, I remember that our subs for our wingers, they were not the best. We had Jordan Morris, and I feel like Brendan Aronson, but Aronson was really, I don't know, he was put in the worst possible moments, like really late in the game, or he was like, I don't know, naming him do something that I didn't like to do, and that I didn't like for him to do. So again, I feel like with Luka Kolyosho, we would actually have a bench, or Luka Kolyosho might start and Tim Well comes off the bench. He is that good. Luka Kolyosho has been looking he's been looking decent in the Premier League. Hopefully we do win him. I feel like we can, and we should put in everything for him. Again, we just lost Amir Richardson to Morocco. He looked like a pretty quality midfielder. He looked like he would have been a great addition to our Olympic roster. But I feel like right now he has chosen Morocco, and by the looks of things, I really don't feel like we have anything else to do to win over Amir Richardson. So I feel like we just lost him. So now it's time. We have to win We have to win a dual national now, and we have to go in all out for Luka Kolyosho. So hopefully everything goes well, and hopefully we do get Luka Kolyosho on the roster. So yeah, the strikers. Strikers is Boyan Balogun and Ricardo Pepi. Pretty obvious choices. Jordan Pifok has been doing pretty decent as of late for Borussia Mönchengladbach, but I would like to see Jordan Pifok get into form more and get into a rhythm. We do not want to see the same thing that happened to him last season, with what happened to him at Union Berlin to happen again. So hopefully he does build up a rhythm with Borussia Mönchengladbach. Ricardo Pepi, I was expecting him to do better, but still, things are taking up a little slowly right now. Balogun, he he had a pretty bad performance the other day. He missed 2 penalties, but he made it up with a really great performance on the other day. So props to him for showing grit and determination to always improve, even though when he is out of form. So yeah, now let's go to the possible 11. So I hope Gregor Berhalter chooses this 11. I feel like this 11 would be amazing to see. Matt Turner in goal, back four of Robinson, Ream, Richards, and Dest. McKennie and Musa at the double pivot. Reina at the 10. Wea and Pulisic on each side of him, and Balogun at the 9. I feel like this will be an amazing lineup to see for us to see. Again, it was basically our Nations League starting 11, but again, with adding Tim Ream to the starting 11, which will make it look even better. So hopefully that's everything for you guys to know. Hopefully we do beat both Germany and Ghana, because if we beat them, who knows? We can probably have a really great Copa America looking into the future if we have a really good camp this week. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.